Chapter 7, Rhyme Wharf. Lightlink 9001 with the 6 months of tier 1. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah. Something happened. Oh, that was the Skorupi guy. That's right. We were after the Skorupi guy. The wharf. Come on, the wharf. I saw a Pokemon.
Dream again.
Pikachu, what's up? It's way too early.
Bingo! Tell me about it. I'm so sorry to wake you, but I think I'm forgetting something. I promise. Hey, Tim! Tim!
Alright, bingo! 007 Blaine with the 17 months of tier 1 is sub for your sub. Mwah. And a curious nature with the 16 months of tier 1 saying 16 months of being subbed, the best streamer around. Tom Scream, here's a sub for your sub. Mwah. Are you ready, Tim? Let's head over to Baker's place. They should be done with their analysis of the locket. Yeah, that locket we gave them yesterday. Wonder what kind of secrets it held. Who knows? Let's hope it had some clue for us. Let's get going. All right, let's head over to Baker's office. It's gonna be trash. We headed over to the Baker Detective Agency to ask about the locket. He came, the man with the Skorupi.
Who would have thought the locket was a camera? But here they are, the pictures we developed.
Bingo!
And you know what this tells me? Harry almost had it figured out.
Look at that.
Yep, that's most likely R. And some warehouses, too.
It's too bad we can't tell where this is.
You know, I've seen this building before. This is Rhyme Wharf.
We'll go check it out. The culprits could still be there. Maybe using it as a hideout.
Oh, brother. I hope he doesn't start with that whole "it's too dangerous" spiel.
All right, take Excelgor with you.
Huh?
You remember, it's my partner. I'm not gonna tell you to stop investigating, Tim. But since you were attacked at the TV station, it's the very least I can do. Excelgor is quite dependable. If you run into any trouble, send it back and I'll get help.
Excelcel!
We will, Mr. Baker. Excelgor, thank you.
Selgor! Tim, wasn't this guy really shy before?
Excelgor.
Hope it's not a problem.
We'll be on our way.
Well, I guess we don't have much of a choice, do we? Come on, Excelgor. I'll teach you the basics of detective work. Sell.
Sell. Buy and sell! Rhyme Wharf. Cryptic Koenig with the 27 months of tier 1. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah. Alright, we should just head to the wharf now. Alright, let's head to Rhyme Wharf. The wharf! We didn't really get a chance to look at any of the pictures ourselves, though, but I guess it doesn't matter since we're going to the place anyway.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
No kidding.
Let's look for that area in the photo.
Da na 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 da 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 etc.
Selgor.
Pikachu, what are you doing?
Just giving Excelgor a lesson in detective etiquette.
Right.
Anyway, we should probably start gathering testimony. Selgor. Selgor, sell!
Huh? Huh, where's Excelgor going?
It said it's not good at communicating.
I guess it really is shy.
Well, that's no good. It's supposed to be here helping us out. Hey, Tim.
I swear that Excelgor. I hope you. I hope you know why we're here. To investigate the warehouses. That's right, we need to investigate the warehouse. We need to find the exact warehouse that's in Harry's photo and see what it can show us. First, we need to have a good look at the photo and figure out what we need to ask. Huh? Why do we only have one photo? What happened to the rest of them? Oh, I kept the photo of the warehouse, but Excelgor's holding on to the rest. What? Then how are we supposed to gather testimony then? I guess we need to find Excelgor first then. Bingo! Shy Kitty Tail with the 3 months of tier 1 who's sub for your sub. Mwah. Yeah, I bet it'll come out if we go into an area with fewer people. Find the warehouse in the photo.
Bingo! Start by gathering testimony.
That didn't really warrant a cutscene for that one. No, the first of the 12 months of tier 1 here's a sub for your sub. Mwah. Mustang just wanted to give a quick hello, so hello. Hey, are you taking a break too? Not a lot to do until the next ship comes in, huh? Huh? You need to find this warehouse because you're looking for someone? Sorry, the photo doesn't really tell me much. There's so many warehouses around here. Oh, I see. Are there really that many warehouses around the wharf? Well, yeah, it's called a warehouse area for a reason. Oh, I know, take a look at this. A map? Thank you. You can have it. Here, have a look.
Bingo!
The 3 areas around the wharf are full of warehouses. If it's only 3 areas, I think we could cover them all. How many warehouses are there in total? I'd say about 100. That many? Yeah, each has at least 30 warehouses. Then we'd be here for days if we wanted to check all of them. Rhyme Wharf warehouse area. And let's score with the 32 months of tier 2. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah, and lovely Envy with the prime sub. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah. Yeah, 100 warehouses in total. I meant to hit B. Macho, great at physical labor.
Macho.
Ah, touch my bicep! You're bored because the ship hasn't arrived? You want to get to work, huh? Touch my bicep! Your job is to move the containers off the ship, huh? Oh, it's good training. Touch my bicep! And it makes everyone happy. Well, that's good to hear. Hey, Excelgor. Excel! Could you just not disappear all of a sudden? We're a team, right? Now let's see what clues we could find with those photos. Photo of a man standing at the wharf. I wonder what's in the man's containers. Yeah, it's not clear if they're just unloaded or about to be loaded onto the ship. But it definitely looks like, but he looks like he's definitely at Rhyme Wharf. He's a pretty buff guy. Yeah, his shoulders are twice as wide as mine. Let's hope we don't have to tangle with him head on. XL! If we do, you'll save us? Gee, thanks. I feel so much better now. Already checked the containers. All right. Photo of a warehouse. It looks like they're opening the gate. Yeah, they have to have the whole place fenced off. Pretty heavy security. There's a man by the entrance. Is that stuff from the warehouse? Yeah, it seems like they're moving it out. Is he one of the workers at the warehouse? Looks like he's giving orders to the Pokemon. It's a warehouse. Could be their hideout. Yeah, we need to find this building and see what it's hiding. For that, we need to gather testimony. XL! You'll leave that to us? Don't worry, that was the plan to begin with. Wonder who he is. He looks like he was speaking with Keith. Must be one of Keith's men. Let's see if we can find out more about him, too. This is Keith. Yeah, and he sure looks full of himself here. This is the guy who acted all spineless at GNN. This guy doesn't have anything. Yeah, he must be a supervisor or something. Looks like they're carrying things that don't go on the conveyor belt. Yeah, but man, look at those Pokemon. I bet they're all sweaty and stinky. Looks like things are being carried into the warehouse by the conveyor belt. Those are pretty small boxes. I wonder what's in them. This must be the second floor. Yeah, the first floor is some kind of workshop. It looks like the second floor is storage. Is this guy a scientist? I had thought Carlos was the only one working with R, but I guess they had others help too. Yeah, Carlos had given Keith his research data, right? It wouldn't be surprising if Keith had shared that data with this guy. I wonder what those machines are for. Are they both the same thing? Could they be machines that make R? Who knows? What's wrong, Pikachu? You've gone awfully quiet. I don't know. Just looking at this gave me the feeling that I have something important to do. Is it a memory of when you came with my dad? No, it feels too odd for that. Photo was taken 11 hours before my dad's accident. 11 hours? The man in the lab coat. What's wrong, Pikachu? Oh, sorry, I was spacing out there. Excel! What do you mean, be more serious? I'm always serious. He's always serious. Check the time on this one. It's 10 hours before Dad had his accident. Is this inside their hideout? But what could have happened? Is this when he was found out by Keith? This has got to be R. I didn't realize they made so much of it. Yeah, Harry must have found this somewhere in the hideout. Excel! This is me, right? Yeah, you must have been there with it. You must have been with him too. Don't you remember anything? No, I can't remember anything. But looking at this photo, it makes me feel uneasy. I didn't see the timestamps on them either. 3 days before my dad's accident. Okay, so he'd been working this for a while. The day of the accident. A week before the accident. So yeah, he'd been tailing this one for quite a while. We got the photos from Excelgor. According to the map, the warehouse district around Rhyme Wharf is divided into 3 areas. Yeah, and each one looks pretty big too. Now, how do we find the exact warehouse that's in the photo? I think we need more information. I agree. Let's find out more about the warehouse district itself first. Where was the warehouse in the photo? I'll talk to this guy in Machoke. What's up? You want to know about the different areas? I don't know much about Area A, but Areas B and C are storage areas for oil. I'm in charge of unloading the oil tankers, so I go to those areas all the time. I see. Thank you very much for the info.
Looks like they store oil in these warehouses.
Looks like they store oil in these warehouses.
Marjo.
Touch my bicep! We'll go anywhere to find food. What are you running around for? What? You want to get on the ship? You mean that container ship there? Oh, so there's lots of tasty things on board. Please don't tell me you're thinking of sneaking in there as well, Pikachu. Of course not. I may like good snacks, but not enough to become a stowaway. You're trying to get into that ship by climbing the rope, but you always get bounced back near the end? Some kind of decoration. There's some kind of decoration or something on the rope that must get in the way. Yeah, you're never gonna get in if you just keep trying the same approach. See, if you don't succeed the first time, you need to stop and think about why, and change up how you go about it. If you keep that up, you'll eventually succeed, got it? Yeah, that's the spirit! Bingo! Madman1970 with the Twitch Prime sub. Here is a sub for your sub. Mwah. Rat-a-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! What am I doing? I'm waiting for the notice to come in. See, I'm in charge of communication between the container ships and dock crew. So once we got the goods ready, I send notice to the ship staff. What do you mean send? Do you just shout out, or is there some sort of signal? Oh, we use Pelipper. We put the notice in its beak and have it fly over to the ship. You say you're looking for this warehouse. Sorry, can't help you there. All the warehouses in this area pretty much look the same. I see. Well, thank you anyway. It's such a huge place. It's just such a huge place. Each of the areas deals with different goods too. I think the areas A and B deal with machinery mostly. Got it. Thank you.
This is where they store machinery.
Pala pala, pala pala.
Pelipper's beak is extra large.
Pala pala.
Flush. Pala. It says it's a carrier. It takes letters in its mouth and delivers them to the ship. All the way up there? Seems like a lot of work. Yeah, I'm impressed it doesn't just swallow the letters. Celigor again. Ma, champs! Hey you, it's dangerous around here. We're loading the containers right now. Try to get in our way, okay? You need to know which warehouse it is? You'll need more to go on than a photo. Might help to figure out what kind of goods are stored there first. Oh, sorry. Thanks for the advice. Seems like the photo isn't enough to get a lead. Each area handles slightly different goods. I think A and C deal with food. Thank you.
Well, it looks like these warehouse areas store food.
I feel like that's a little bit of a bad way to go about it. They can just store all the oil in one, all the machinery in one, and all the food in one. Hey, I know this blonde guy. Could you tell us more about him? He drops by pretty often to load up the goods. Do you know where he comes from? I guess either area A or B. Why do you think so? Oh, it's cause he's always come from the south. The southern road connects to areas A and B. Comes from the southern road. Take me home! West Virginia! Really great at physical labor. Touch my bicep! Touch my bicep! You don't work? You only have fun? Oh, I get it. You work as a carrier. Touch my bicep! Not so much work, but more of a hobby. Well, I guess that's good. Oh, where's the other one?
Hey,
Well, Tim, it sounds like the man in the photo with Keith has something to do with the warehouse after all. Yeah, I wonder who he could be. We were told he comes here often to load up the containers. That's right. If we could figure out what's in the containers he deals with, we might be able to narrow it down where the warehouse is. Good idea. Let's give it a try. All right, now let's look into those containers. Which goods is the man handling? Come back over here, my champ. Touch my bicep! Touch my bicep! Hey there, I take it you work here too? Touch my bicep! You enjoy every minute of it, huh? It's definitely got a lot of energy. Yeah, very dedicated. Sorry to bug you about while you're working. We're trying to figure out about what this guy's deal is. What you guys deal with. Touch my bicep! He asked you to carry some of his containers. Really? Touch my bicep! You wouldn't forget a person with such wonderful muscles. Well, what kind of luggage did he have to carry? Touch my bicep! Smelled really bad? Touch my bicep. Oh, you got too excited and actually accidentally dropped the container, huh? Its contents went everywhere? Made the whole area stink and get scolded by the guy too, huh? Sounds like you had a rough time. I wonder what the contents were. Stinky goods. It could be oil or food. I need to go back and talk to the first guy, because I didn't get all the information out of him I needed. Touch my bicep! Such wonderful muscles, passed down from the Armstrong family for generations! Don't think I've seen any of those people before. Sorry not to be more help. Oh no, thanks for having a look. The containers the man's dealing with in the photo doesn't ring any bells. If you know anything about the goods around here in general, could you please tell us? Well, I do see Ratata sniffing at the containers that are lying around. Wonder what that's all about. That's strange. Well, thank you.
Marjo.
Touch my bicep! You too busy with your own containers you don't notice anything? Right. Oh, what kind of containers do you carry? Touch my bicep! They're square. You don't say. Touch my bicep! They're super heavy and perfect for training. Oh, you think I'd enjoy carrying them too? No, I'm good. What color are those containers? Touch my bicep! They're red, huh? Well, thanks. Red containers are heavy. Where's... Let's see. We're rats. We're rats. We're the rats. Big Crazy Turtles with the 9 months of tier 1. Here is a sub for your sub. Mwah. We pray at night. We stalk at night. We're the rats. So you're trying out the new approaches like I said? What's your new method? Rat attack! If you fail, you try a different rope? Rat attack! Yeah, that's good. Hang in there. You'll succeed eventually if you don't give up. You sure sniff around the containers a lot. Something about them interest you? Rat attack! Well, the blue containers a really strong smell, so you're checking the other containers to see if any of them smell too? Does that smell good? Rat attack! Rat attack! Oh, it's not like that? It's really strong, but it grows on you, huh? Rat attack! Wow, the blue containers must really stink. Okay. What's up? You wanna know if I recognize these people? Yes, if you know even one of them. Hey, I think I've seen this pair somewhere. Really? Tell us anything you remember. Let's see, it was about 2 months ago. They were unloading a machine from a ship. A machine? What kind of machine? I don't remember what it looked like, but it must have been expensive. The scrawny guy in the photo kept nagging the carriers not to damage it. What in the world did Keith bring in here? I bet it's something to do with R. Unloading goods. You want to know more about the container the man in the photo is dealing with? I only saw it once, so I can't say much. Anything with about the goods handled in this area in general would also be very helpful. Oh, I know a bit about that. They sorted by color. Blue containers have, I can't remember. Let me check with the guys on the ship. Hey, Pelipper! Pella! Could you fly over there with this letter? Pella! Hold on 1 second till Pelipper comes back. I guess I'll ask somebody else in the meantime. The Armstrong family for generations! Do you guys know anything about the containers these guys deal with? Touch my bicep! He was speaking to one of the Machamp you work with. Thanks for the info. For generations! Need to know what the goods he deals with? Well, I can tell you he always uses blue containers. Don't know what's in them, though. Thank you very much. Hey, don't mention it. You know, I bet the Machamp would know more about him than I do. We're staring at him a while. Last time he dropped by. Must be his muscles. He's acting like I could speak to the Machamp, but that's not really surprising considering I walk up to Pokemon all the time and act like I could talk to them. What's up? Welcome back, Pelipper. I see you brought the response with you too. Pella! Great, thanks, Pelipper. Well, kid, we got the answer right here. The blue containers are for food, red ones are for oil, and the green ones are for machinery. Thank you very much for everything. It was a huge help. That letter was all slimy with drool. Is this how they always communicate?
Hey, Tim.
Bingo!
We've gathered some information. Open up your case notes and let's think about it. ENT501 with the 14 months of Switch Prime. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah.
I'm wondering what kind of stuff this man works with. Is there any testimony about that?
Yeah. They stank. They smelled.
What stuff is that man working with?
He's working with food.
We were told that whatever it is the man deals with is very smelly. Also, it's the blue containers that smell. From that, we can conclude the man in question is dealing with the blue containers.
Ingenious!
Containers held food.
The man's goods. Probably can't do this one
Regarding
quite
the
yet.
warehouses, let's look at what we know. Which testimonies will help us?
Goods the man was handling was food, and the blue containers contain
Now,
food.
let's think. Which area is it that has the warehouse we see in the photo?
It's A,
I know
because
where
he
it
said it
is.
was coming from the area where A and B
Warehouse
was.
area that stores food and is accessible from the southern path is Area A. Okay, let's
Area
head there.
51, let's go get an alien. Oh, the message that ENT said was, ah!
Now, it's time to get moving, huh? So no more dawdling.
We found where the warehouse in the photo is.
Yeah, this looks like the warehouse in the photo.
Uh-huh. Look at all that security. Something fishy's going on.
We've got to get in somehow.
Oh, check that out.
You mean the window? It's open, but how are we gonna get to it?
Salgor! Says it's doable.
Huh?
We can do it, Tim. Together.
Huh? What? All right.
Are you sure you only weigh 14 pounds?
We can do this, partner. I'm the brains and you are the brawn, right?
Huh?
Wait, what's that sound? Tim, let's go.
Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da,
We'll use this truck as cover and sneak in.
da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Now, of course we did. With teamwork, we can make the impossible possible.
So what do we do now?
Stay hidden and keep moving.
That's very valuable cargo. Don't damage it.
Mordro.
Touch, bicep, touch, bicep, touch, bicep, bicep, touch.
Good. Now we need to jump over there.
This is harder than I thought. When did you get this heavy, Pikachu?
How rude. This should be easy. Movies always have scenes like this.
Ah!
This isn't a movie, you know.
Metang, body of steel. Woof! Dwarf!
Hey, what was that?
Selgor.
Over there?
Push! Push!
Selgor. Oh, that was hard. You know, you did a good job. Selgor.
Oh, come on. I was the one doing all of the work.
As my trusty sidekick. You did it. Lois Emos, we did it. Woo. Well, we managed... Who's saying that? He is. Woo. Well, we managed to get in. Yeah, now let's have a look around. Quietly, though. Search the interior of the warehouse.
Watch out. When you investigate, do it without getting caught.
All right, keep it moving.
Meta. Come on, pick up the pace. Meta.
Meta Knight.
Pikachu, look at that guy.
Oh, it's the same one from the photo.
Alexander Wilde, factory manager.
Hey, come here.
Grr.
Anything to report?
No, nothing out of the ordinary.
Good. Mr. Norman wants us to keep the security here extremely tight. Don't even let a Rattata through.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear that? Keith Norman. So this must be...
Yeah, their base of operations. Now, let's have a real good look around.
I need a baby Ruth. First thing is to scout the area. Since it seems like we're the only ones on this floor, it's a good chance to scope out the first floor. But be careful, okay? Don't get caught. Got it. I'll be extra quiet. This seems like a good spot. Go on, Tim. Take a look. Okay. Machamp. It looks like they're closing the lids on the containers. They're definitely putting the backs into it. And their arms, too. The workers are here. Man, they look unmotivated. Even the Pokemon here look more energetic. Look at all these boxes. I wonder what they're for. It really doesn't look, well, it really does look more like a factory than a warehouse, doesn't it? We haven't seen everything yet. Keep looking. Okay. Look, a ladder. We'd be able to get down to the first floor from anywhere if we had it. It's not like we can go get it, though. Let's try and figure out some other way. I can't look at the Matang. Aha! Fuse box. A power board? Yeah, we should be able to switch it off all the. We should be able to switch off all the power in the warehouse from there. We've checked everything we can see from here. I think we should wrap our investigation of this area, otherwise we might get caught. Huh? Huh? I wonder what that is. Huh? Hey, Pikachu, don't lean so much. It's dangerous. Oh, come on. I want to see what it is. Huh. Yeah. Just a little bit more. Spin! Spinnerack, just hanging around. Spin! What the? It was your thread that was bothering me. Pikachu, if we're not quiet, they'll find us. Spin, spin! What do you mean he's right? It was your fault in the first place. Sheesh, what's up with this Pokemon? Spin! Oh, so there's something tasty on the first floor, so you snuck in to get some. Spin! I see. The increase in security made it difficult for you to grab a snack, huh? Spin, spin! And you were hanging down to scope things out. Spin! You want to get down to the first floor, huh? Well, that's something we've got in common. Pikachu, if you keep talking, the workers will see you. Oh, sorry. Spinnerack, how about we go somewhere less obvious? You could, can you get to the floor above? Spin! So Spinnerack managed to sneak in too. Yup, but more importantly, I hope you were taking notes quickly before you forget.
Look at the Machamp. They sure are busy loading things up.
My monitor makes them look shiny. Hey there, it seems like you're having a rough time with the security here too. Spin! Well, the tasty treat. What exactly is this treat you keep going on about? Spin, spin! Yeah, it's in the boxes the Machamp carry. It smells really good. Does it mean the food they make here? We were told it smells really bad. I think so. Well, to each their own, I guess. Do you just hang around like that all the time? Your thread must be really strong. Spin! Can you even support the weight of a person? Wow, that's pretty impressive. You think you could pull me up? Spin, spin! Not for free, you want a treat in exchange? Well, aren't you opportunistic? Spin! Sturdy thread. It's a good place to peek in, too. Be careful not to be seen, Tim. Right. Hey, they're talking about something. Today's my first day here, sir. Ah, yes, thank you for joining. I'd like to explain what we do with this factory. Yes, sir, I'd love to hear it. This warehouse is a factory. Well, we could do with the explanation, too. Let's hear what he's got to say. Yeah. Yes, we can hear what they're saying. So you know what we make here, right? No, sir, I don't. What? You didn't even do a bit of research? We make health food. I'm sure you've seen the commercials, you know, so smell, you know it's good for you. Oh yeah, I know, that commercial with Max and Chatot. So it's not just R they make here. Quite the elaborate camouflage. So the stinky container was health food, huh? I don't care how good it is for you. I still don't get why they're making something so smelly and awful. Huh? Are they still talking? They're still chatting away. That's all you've got to you'll be doing. Got it? Yes, sir. Got it all down. Good to hear. Oh, I almost forgot. This is very important. Make sure to never, ever touch the switch next to the conveyor belt. Yes, sir, but can I ask why? That switch controls the direction the conveyor belt is moving. If you accidentally bump into it, it could cause a lot of problems. What do you mean? Oh, a newcomer pressed it by accident a while back and immediately got fired. All the products were sent back to the room next to this one and made a complete mess. We were able to get it up and running in a few hours, but the manager blew his top, yelling about how he didn't even need more work to do. That sounds terrifying. I'll be careful. So the factory manager took charge of getting things back in order. Pikachu, they're still talking. Oh my god. Let's get every bit of information we can get from them. May I ask one question? What is it? I noticed that door behind me. What's going on in that room? Everyone seems to be avoiding it. Oh, that room. Between you and me, there's a scientist in there. Some kind of new product research? Who knows? Wait, I don't know why I'm speaking as Pikachu here. Who knows? The only thing the manager's told us is to steer clear at all costs. I bet it's some kind of new product. I'd love to know more about it, sir. I'd be happy to take part in experiments even. Forget it. Trust me, you don't want to be heard talking about this. You can get me fired too. Tim, did you hear that? Yeah, he mentioned a scientist. That must be the man in the lab coat. Right, he's in that room. That's the man in the photo. He definitely looks like he's in charge here. Does he just stand there keep an eye on the workers all day? Man, this is one place I never want to work in. Stuff keeps coming from the back. Is there another room over there? This must be inspection. It looks like they're checking for defects before placing things. And it seems like there's a lot of defects. This must be the switch for the conveyor belt. It's what they use to switch the direction it moves in. Still some things to investigate. Hello? Hey, a fire alarm! I bet it'd be interesting if we set it off. There you go again with your crazy ideas. It would be chaos. And that's what we want. Go, Excelgor! Excel! No, wait, Excelgor, he was joking, wait! Excel? Phew, I'm glad you listened. That must be the door the workers were talking about. Yep, that's where the researcher is. Okay, I think we've got everything covered. Yeah, I think we can wrap up our investigation for this area for now. I'll make a note of anything we find. Yeah, counting on you.
The man in the photo looks like the factory manager. The man in the lab coat's in the next room over. But is that where they're making R?
The R stands for rocket. This also seems like a good spot. Take a look, Tim. Okay. There are stairs here, but if we go down there, they'll see us. Yeah, the security guards aren't slacking off. Excel! Knock them out? That's our last resort. No, it's not any kind of resort. We need to handle things quietly. The tanker carrying out containers. They're certainly hard working. I hope it's not R they're shipping out. Those guys must be guards. What are they talking about? Hey, anything unusual? Nope, nothing to report. Good. Still, let's keep our eyes open. Yeah, the manager doesn't want even a Rattata getting inside. That's not good. Seems like they're on high alert. We'd better keep our distance. Huh? They're still talking. Let's go listen to them. Hey, do you know what's going on in the room in the back? Oh, I guess they told you to stay away from that place too, huh? Don't tell me what I told you, but they're incubating something. What do you mean? Not sure myself. I only overheard Mr. Norman talking to the manager. They said it could only be done by someone they've got here, or something like that. Don't tell anyone, okay? Got it. Sounds like something we shouldn't be messing with anyway. So Keith does come here. I wonder if that man we saw is the factory manager. He must be. They said they're incubating? That's the word for growing more cells of something, right? The only thing like that related to R is... I think we're on the same page there. It's gotta be Mewtwo cells. Whoever's incubating them is in the room in the back. Oh, they got more to say. Did they talk about Mewtwo before in this game? I don't remember. Let's listen in on what they're saying. Hey, have you seen it today? No, not yet. Maybe it'll come back in a bit. I can't wait. It's so nice, you know? Yeah, it really warms my heart. Maybe I'll give it a treat again. What are they talking about? They said something about treats, so maybe it's a kid? In a place like this? They did mention it. Oh, out at the lake, right. Looks like this is our only way in or out. This is the only way in or out. Yeah, I guess they have it open in order to ship stuff out. I think we've seen all we can see here. If we linger too long, we'll get caught. Right. We sure found a lot. You could say that again. Make sure you've got it all written down so we don't forget.
We need to check the floor below, but there are guards on duty. If we try going down the stairs, we'll be caught right away. Right, so that's that.
We know the first floor layout. I didn't see any way to get down to the first floor. Neither did I, although we did get some interesting information. Yeah, maybe it's time we changed our thinking. If we can't get to the first floor, maybe we should explore this floor a bit more. Oh ho.
Wait. Someone's coming.
This way, Pikachu.
Pansage loves doing the laundry.
Looks like it's a Pokemon.
Don't let it see us. Let's stay and watch what it does.
Pikachu, do you think it's okay to try and help it?
Yeah. If it decides to cause trouble, we can handle it.
Hey, you alright? Seems like a nice Pokemon.
Yeah, you're right. What's all this?
A lab coat.
Hey, maybe you can let us know what's going on.
Are you a Pokemon that works here? We have a few questions for you. I saw you had a lab coat in the basket. Do you know anything about the scientist?
Pin.
Oh, he's your partner.
Pin.
Simon? That's your partner's name? Oh, and his clothes were starting to smell, so you washed them for him, huh? Such a dedicated Pokemon. You think this man in the photo is its partner? Probably. Is your partner the guy in this photo?
Pin.
That's what I thought. What's Simon doing here anyway?
Pin.
Research. Well, that figures. He is a scientist. Do you know anything specific?
Pin.
He doesn't seem to enjoy his research since he came here. You're allowed to come and go as you please, but he hasn't been outside in months? How is that possible?
Pin.
Tough-looking guy is always watching. He's the factory manager, I guess. So is Simon being forced to continue his research? It definitely seems that way, yeah.
Pin.
You don't like him because he's always rushing Simon to get stuff done? And he always looks so scary, huh? What is he trying to get Simon to do?
Pin.
He's forcing Simon to make something? They said something about cells? They must mean Mewtwo cells. Huh? But wait, in that case... What's up, Tim? We were told there are only two people in this world who could incubate Mewtwo cells. Dr. Wallace himself and his lab assistant. So that must mean Pansage's partner is... Wall's former assistant! Exactly. Hey, Pansage, did Simon ever work with an old man with a white beard?
Pin.
Long time ago they worked together. I knew it.
Pan!
Seems like he seemed to enjoy his work back then, huh? Don't worry, Pansage. We'll find out the secret of this factory. Make sure you guys can go free. Broken Dylan with the 16 months of tier 1. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah.
Bingo!
Wall's former assistant. And Hopkins Prague with the 23 months of tier 3. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah, mwah, and mwah. Wall's former assistant. If there's anything you know about this place, we'd love to have the info.
Pan!
So the factory manager is scary, but the other workers aren't so bad, huh?
Pan!
They seem really happy when they see you and they give you treats and stuff? Oh, then the security guards must have been talking about Pansage earlier. Gets along with the workers, okay. Well, I think we're getting a good idea of what to do next. We need to go to Simon's room. You know where to go, right? It's at the far end of the first floor. We need to find Simon and hear what he has to tell us about R. Plus, figure out a rescue plan. Right, but how should we get down to the first floor? Good question. We do have just one little problem. It's heavily guarded. That's right. They've got the place pretty well covered right now. But think of it this way. We only need to deal with the factory manager and the 2 guards to get through. Yeah, and I'm starting to think we could do this. So long as we have a plan, right? Oh, you've got an idea then. Rush right in, get help from a Pokemon, give up and go home. Get help from the Pokemon. That might just work. Let's see, I'm pretty sure Pansage will be happy to help us. Spinnerack wanted to get down to the first floors, so I might be willing to help too. Who else? Excel! Excelgor, of course! Yeah, you're part of the team too. Excelgor's speed will definitely be a huge help. Let's figure out a way to get down there. Super speed! How can we sneak down to the first floor? Anything back here? Doesn't seem like it. It just seems to like a place to hide. I don't have to talk to Pansage anymore. I just want to see if Spinnerack has anything new to say.
Spin!
Okay. Alright. Case notes then.
The room we need to get to on the first floor? It's in the back part of the building. So we'll have to decide who's gonna distract the guards.
Let's see. Pansage will distract. Excelgor will flip the switch for the conveyor belt. Or maybe other way around on that one. Yeah, Excelgor flips the conveyor belt, and then we use Spinnerack to sneak down to the first floor.
Interesting you'd think that. Okay, got it. Pansage will get the guards' attention. And during that, Excelgor will turn on the conveyor belt. While everyone is busy dealing with all of that, we'll use Spinnerack's string to make our way down to the room. That sounds like a great plan.
But he needs a treat first. We thought up a good strategy. Are you ready? We're counting on you. Excel!
Pan! Spin!
All right, let's do this. Meanwhile, Excelgor is like, "Boo!" What the? No, 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 no! That worked out just fine. Now let's use the thread to get down.
Spin, spin!
Hurry up with the treat. I promise, we're working on it. We'll get it to you. So be patient. That's the fire alarm. Here we are. Yeah, let's go. Huh?
Pan, pan!
You really helped us out earlier. Yeah, our plan worked thanks to you.
Pan!
You'll introduce us to Simon? Thanks. Simon. Simon Yen, former assistant to Walls.
Oh, you're back. Oh, wow. Look at that.
No way. Could those be Mewtwo cells?
What? How do you know about these? Who are you? Oh no, the factory manager.
We're working this case. Don't worry, we're on your side.
On my side?
Yo, Doctor. Hope all is going well. It is almost time, you know.
Of course, no problems.
Aw, don't look so sad, Doc. This is the last shipment, and once it's done, you're free to go. I'll let you get back to work.
I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. So, did you mean it when you said you were on my side? And how did you know about the cells?
Sorry to have surprised you. We actually got the info from Walls. Dr. Walls? You mean the same Walls who was with the first director of PCL? That's right. If he mentioned the cells to you, then that means he really trusted you. You said you were looking into the incidents. That's right. The reason we went to Walls is because we need to know more about R. But it doesn't seem like you're a scientist. Why this interest in R? Well, my dad is a detective, and he was investigating the incidents involving Pokemon, but he's gone missing now. And when we followed the information he left behind, it led us to R. I see. Seems like you're a pretty good detective yourself. You'd be doing me a favor if you solved this case too. About 6 months ago, a tall man brought me here and has had me making R ever since. That's terrible. But wasn't there some talk about you being freed soon? Yeah, apparently the factory will be moving soon. All I need to do is assist them until then. Not that I believe they're really going to let me go. Even if they're telling the truth, R is not something that should exist in this world. I'm happy to help you out.
Yes.
Alright, ask me anything. He was the director of PCL. When I first joined, eventually he started to let me help out with his own research. Even the explosion at PCL is half my fault, but the professor took full responsibility and left. I see. I wanted to follow him, but he wouldn't let me. Well, it seems like he was able to find a nice quiet place to settle down in. That's good to hear. I had been worried about him ever since the accident. R is created using Mewtwo cells, right? Dr. Walls told us there was some mistake that they were used instead of Mew cells. That's right, we made a mistake. Mew is a very rare Pokemon after all. Dr. Walls looked everywhere he could to get a hold of its cells. And he must have been tricked by someone. Not everyone can be trusted, unfortunately. That's horrible. I regret to this day. That's how we ended up creating the terrible substance known as R. Dr. Walls told us that there are two effects were likely to caused by Mewtwo's Berserk gene. What exactly is this Berserk gene, though? In order to explain that, I'll need to tell you more about the Pokemon Mewtwo. It said that Mewtwo was created by recombining Mew's genes. Recombining? What do you mean? In order to make it extremely aggressive. Seems like it was some sort of experiment to create a powerful Pokemon. That's horrible. Yeah, I agree. So this recombined gene is the Berserk gene? That's right. And because that gene is what we used, it became what it is now. This is my dad in this photo. Have you seen him? It seems like he infiltrated this place about 2 months ago. I can't say that I have, sorry. Although 2 months ago is when the factory manager got very upset, saying R was stolen from the chemical storage area. That must have been my dad. Everyone here is frantically trying to find this intruder. Since then, they've really stepped up security. These look like the containers in Wallace's lab. Huh? Wallace? Oh, I see his name come up in some publications. He's one of the top researchers in this field. No wonder Keith was after Harry. We found a lot, but there was something else that he said that got my attention. Exactly, the chemical storage area. That's where Harry got R. I wonder if that's where he got the photo of R. You were in the photo too, weren't you? Yeah, I must have been to this factory before. I've been feeling that way ever since we entered this place. I wonder if you'll remember anything if we go to the chemical storage area. I don't know about that, but we may find some clue about Harry. Let's ask Simon to see if we can get to the chemical storage area. There's anything else here I could... aha! Look, a microscope. Huh, so that's what Mewtwo's cells look like. These cans contain some sort of health food. We should take one to Spinnerack. Sorry, Simon, is it alright if we take one? Well, sure, but I can't imagine why you'd want one. Hitman! Oh my god, we're gonna can a man! Dude, what's the can button? What's the can button?
This infiltration thing is hard work. I should eat to get more energy? No, that's all right. I'm good. Really?
Eat my hair. Eat my hair. Eat my hair. Eat my hair.
It's a bed. Yeah, judging by how it looks, Pansage couldn't get around washing the blankets. Excuse me, could you tell us where the chemical storage is? We'd like to have a look. Oh, it's right above this room. Info and R should be there too. It's probably locked, but you can get it open with this key. Thank you very much, but are you sure this is good? This is wise? If they find out you're helping me, don't worry about that. If anything happens to me, the production of R will stop completely, so they can't really do much. Just be careful you're not caught. Of course. Oh, and one more thing. R that's in storage gets shipped out once we have enough. Depending on the timing, the storage could be empty. We'll have a look anyway. You said this was the last shipment, right? Where is it being shipped to? That I don't know. But I've got an idea about how we could find out. I'll start preparing for that, so just leave it to me. A key! Here's the key. All right, I'm a man of my word. Here you go.
Spin! Spin!
God, the smell is enough to make me choke. Do you think you could wait on opening it and pull us up first?
Spin!
Yeah, pull us up, thanks. Directly above that room. So somewhere in here. It's blocked off now. Chemical storage area should be right ahead. Chemical storage area should be ahead. It's right above Simon's room. But we can't get through. But we can't get through all this. I guess we don't have a choice. Come on, Tim. Let's get all this luggage out of the way. We need to make a path to the storage area. So think carefully as you move things. Push! Push! HMO4! Think like the Machamp! Touch my bicep! Touch my bicep! Touch my bicep! Touch the bicep! Touch my bicep! Touch my... Go nuts to this! Touch my bicep! Touch my bicep! Woo, we did it, Tim!
This room is familiar. I'm getting really close to remembering something.
Look, Pikachu, there's some kind of document behind this box. What? It says R experimentation report. Good find, Tim. This must be a report on R. Looks like Carlos is the author. It must be from before we went to PCL. Let's see what it says. R has different properties, depending on whether it's in liquid or gas form. This allows it to be used in different ways, depending on the situation. Both forms are nearly odorless, and only Pokemon with a very acute sense of smell have any chance of detecting it. The balloon used to cause the incident at the amusement park is the perfect example of R's property as a gas. R is dispersed by popping the balloon. The dispersal radius is approximately 3 feet, which is sufficient for most needs. Best way to utilize R in its liquid form is to inject it into food. R's effects are amplified when the two types of liquid, red and green, are mixed together. In fact, the easiest way to gain the effects of R is to inject the red and green liquids separately into food. R's effects will be amplified for any Pokemon that consume the food. Here I will lay out the potential future development of R. Currently, R is transported using special vials. However, these vials break easily and also prevent efficient mixing of the liquids. We began working on a capsule form to counter these drawbacks. By storing R in a durable capsule device, my hope is to improve its portability while reducing the risk of damage. I will call it a Pokeball. Additionally, I plan to incorporate a device that allows the two separated liquids to be mixed whenever the user chooses. In other words, the capsule device will allow the user to disperse the mixed R automatically with no restrictions on time or place. There still exists a need to gather more experimental data and improve R. Currently, R has two major drawbacks. Its effects are temporary, and it is impossible to communicate with a Pokemon under the influence of R. My plan is to continue research on R in order to develop a new version that will allow the power-enhancing effects to last an extended period of time, while also allowing the Pokemon's partner to communicate with it. Interesting. Is that all that's in here? Tim, take a look at this! What is it? Our export plan? Pikachu, this is... Yeah, an outline for their plans. Seems like Keith is going to export R. But if R gets all over the world, it'll be chaos. It'll be impossible to stop. First, let's figure out exactly what it is they plan to do. Let's read what it says. The biggest problem we face is that R could be only be produced using the machine under PCL. We must purchase a new production facility and establish a stable manufacturing system as soon as possible. We completed the purchase of the location a few days ago. The warehouse at Rhyme Wharf will be our first step in establishing a stable base of operations. We must find a wealthy patron who is comfortable with keeping secrets. I'm currently in the process of using my underground connections to establish a contact among the upper-class citizens. Once we manage to get those contacts, we should be able to use that network to reach and expand our sales. Carlos should be close to completing his analysis of R. We will temporarily use the warehouse at Rhyme Wharf as our base, but our ultimate goal is to improve our production machinery overseas and establish a large-scale production facility there. Talk about top-secret documents. Keith is trying to develop R into an even more dangerous substance, but now we know exactly what his plans are.
That Keith, he's making preparations to export R.
The world over! We found some information on R. We've got to stop Keith's plan. Let's let Mr. Baker and Inspector Holliday know immediately. Still, no evidence of where Dad might be. Pikachu, what's wrong? You're curious about what's in this box? Yeah. That's strange. Do you think it's a memory of when you came with my dad? I'm not sure. Do you think you could open it up?
So what do you think this is?
I could swear that I've seen this thing before. Well, let's open it and see what's inside.
Shouldn't we make sure it's safe before we... Pikachu! This is why I didn't want you to open it yet! Pikachu! Pikachu!
And it turns to Harry!
Pikachu! 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 Pikachu!
Oh yeah, I guess that wasn't a dream at all.
Pikachu!
Tim became the Pokemon!
Oh,
Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu! Oh, hi, Tim! Pikachu!
I knew you shouldn't have opened that up.
yeah, but it made me remember something. It would seem I made quite the commitment.
What do you mean? What did you promise? And to who? Brace yourself for a shock. It was Mewtwo. What? You mean that Mewtwo? The one whose cells they used to make R? That's right. What in the world did you promise to Mewtwo then? Well, you see, I promised to recover the Berserk gene and capture the mastermind of the whole R case. In my dream, I was pleading with Mewtwo to save Harry. My guess is it offered to help me if I was able to help it out first. Why would it rely on you to do such an important thing? Hey, what do you mean? I'm a great detective. I bet Mewtwo heard of my reputation and decided I was trustworthy. I mean, I can't remember the details, but still. Something tells me you made up that last bit. All right, let's get out of here. I promised Mewtwo I'd get his drugs back. Give me back my genes!
Yeah. Tim, close the door now.
What?
Just close the door. Hurry!
Hold it, pal. Hey now, who are you?
Uh-oh, not good.
Open this door!
What should we do? He's gonna get us, Pikachu.
Seems we're trapped, like a Rattata in a cage.
I know you're in there. Open up!
Are you ready? You gotta open up the door just as he tries to smash into it.
Got it.
Escape from the factory manager.
Now,
Now's our chance.
Close the door!
Pikachu, let's use that.
You're done. I'm coming after you.
Excelgor, distract him for us.
Selgor! Oh, yeah? You wanna fight? Selgor!
Take this.
Cocaine!
Woo! We did it.
You think this'll stop me?
I'm hopped up on cocaine!
Where are you? I'm coming for you!
Good luck with that. Tim, now's our chance.
And now he becomes cocaine. He becomes the thing he swore to create.
Oh, perfect. There's a container right here. It's just big enough for the two of you. Go on, get in.
Really? What's it for anyway?
The product being shipped today. Guys from the organization will take it. So that should get you right to their headquarters.
I don't know.
It's our only clue. We've got to take this chance.
All right then. Please take this to Mr. Baker.
Your notes on their plans. Great idea, Tim. We're counting on you, Excelgor.
Sal, gone!
I don't have thumbs, so I might drop it along the way.
Hurry!
All right. Come on, Pikachu.
Come on, Pikachu, get in the box!
But what about you?
I'll be fine. Don't worry. Be super careful. Good luck to you both.
Man, this box is airtight. Really, really airtight. Pikachu, I don't think there's enough oxygen in here. Chapter 8! Where R goes, I go. We stayed as quiet as we could in there, in the dark for quite a long time, all to figure out where R would eventually end up.
Hey, don't we need that container too? Nah, it doesn't have the mark. Just food. This should be it then. Yep, we better get moving. Keith Norman is not a very patient guy. That's for sure. You got it? Yeah, I got it.
It's like they know that he's in there exactly. It's like, Keith Norman isn't a very patient guy. Keith Norman is here at this facility.
Let me help you.
Hey, stop treating me like a Pokemon. Whew. Freedom at
Rat-a-tat!
Is this some kind of storage space? It looks like a factory.
I agree. But they mentioned Keith's name. Think it's their base?
I'm not sure if it's their base, but We know the containers with R in them were taken to him. Now what?
We look for R, and then I'll bet you we find Keith.
Sounds good to me. Let's get going.
Rat-a-tat.
Find out where R has been taken. Blip.
Where did the containers go? Let's follow the trail, Tim.
Where did the containers go? Do-do, do-do, do-do. Yeah, judging by everything they have here, this must be the storage room of some kind. They must use these chains to hold the containers in place. This doesn't look like it came from the factory. You're right. Seems like they got a lot of different stuff here. This doesn't look like a type of box for R. Seems all the R has been moved out already. Seems like a schedule for inspection duty. What? It'll be a hassle if we're seen by someone. Let's not linger too long. All right, we're on one of the ships. Ratata and Alolan Ratata. Hey Ratata, could you tell us about this place?
Rat-a-tat. Rat-a-tat.
The best? It's that good?
Rat-a-tat.
Oh, I see. You've got a lot of food, and you've also made a good friend, huh? Wait, have we met you before?
Rat-a-tat.
What? You say they came through here? They headed up that elevator we passed? We need to follow them. Yeah, let's hurry. Large men with large cases, yes. From strong family tradition. Alolan Ratata, raised on a tropical island. On a tropical island. Huh? It looks like a Rattata, but is it a different Pokemon?
Rat-a-tat.
Your cry. I guess you are a Rattata after all. It has a more subdued coloring than usual. Its body shape is a little different too. And it has a mustache!
Rat-a-tat.
You're not sure you got lost and ended up here after wandering around aimlessly?
Rat-a-tat.
The food where you were before was fresher, but you made a friend, so it's the best? That's good, I guess.
Rat-a-tat.
You don't know, you're too busy talking to your friend here to pay attention.
Rat-a-tat.
It's fun to hang out together? Glad to hear you two are getting along. Ding.
Let's be careful, Tim, okay?
Yeah. Huh?
Lapras, elegant queen. Yas, queen! Brion, sparkling idols. Chino, relaxed tourist. Frillish, stunning waiter.
Thank you.
I shouldn't be serving drinks, I should be dragging men to their doom.
Can't be. A resort in the middle of the sea?
I guess so. What else could it be?
A cruise liner, you dingus.
This is what's called a luxury cruise ship.
Da na 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 da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na.
Right.
Hey,
Maybe someone saw the men carrying the container. Let's ask around the deck.
Frill? Frill.
It's too big and confusing, you get lost?
Frill.
You get so lost the drinks would cool off by the time you get to where you're going? And that's why you don't serve any hot beverages? It's big enough that you get lost even when you work here, huh?
Yes? The service is fantastic and the food here is also first class. I couldn't imagine using any other ship for traveling.
So you've been on the ship a lot.
Yes, it's been here or there. I still like Rhyme City though. It's a nice city. Was there someone like that? I didn't notice.
I thought she was a cruise director initially. Yes. It's my first time on the Prime Treasure, and I plan to enjoy it as much as I can. I don't think I saw anyone like that. I was too busy enjoying the view of the sky. May I help you? If there is any problem, please don't hesitate to let us know. Should you wish to use the pool, we have towels available as well.
No, we're okay. Thank you very much.
Men with luggage? No, sir, I haven't seen them. That's very strange, though. We usually allow freight to be moved around at night when all of our customers have retired. Interesting.
Can I help you? We always come aboard this ship for the carnival.
I bet you get a great view of the parade.
That's true too, but this ship is a very special place for us. You see, this is where my husband proposed to me. He even had a special bouquet of flowers for me. That sounds lovely. What kind of bouquet was it? You should ask my husband. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone like that come this way.
What can I do for you? My wife and I always come on board this ship when the carnival season gets near. This carnival is going to be great too. Men with luggage? No, I haven't seen them. They haven't come by this way. Oh, my bouquet. Oh, did my wife tell you about it? Man. Well, you see, the bouquet was actually the fireworks. There's a large fireworks display before the parade at night, and so, you know, I call them my bouquet for her.
Oh, I see. That sounds romantic.
I somehow didn't think you'd know so much about romance, Tim. Girl, get off with Underbit saying, hey, did you know that Cubone can only move freight at night? Yep. Cubone can only move freight at night.
Brio?
You say I should take a swim too? Oh yeah, I imagine it's refreshing, but I'm pretty busy.
Brio?
You bet it's because I can't swim. How rude.
Brio?
Everyone's just lying around and nobody seems to want to go for a swim? Adults are like that, you know.
Chino? Chinchino?
It's always super clean and fun to be here. Do you ride the ship often?
Chino!
You've been on it a lot of times ever since you were Minchino? Man, I'm jealous.
Aren't you hot dressed like that? I was told there was a special selection process that plebeians couldn't get on board, but maybe they were mistaken. You managed to get on after all.
What? You want some trouble or something?
Pikachu, calm down. Men with luggage? No, doesn't ring a bell.
Are the Chinchino behind you your partners?
Oh, yes, they are. I'm glad you could tell. Aren't they adorable? We've even won some Pokemon contests before.
Their fur is so fluffy and glossy. Huh? What? You have a problem with my fur or something, Tim?
I didn't say that.
Lapras? There's a show at the pool and you're gonna be performing too. When's it gonna be? Oh, tomorrow, huh? I don't think I'll be able to watch. Well, good luck. Hello.
Yes, do you need me? The passengers on the ship are very high profile, so the staff usually don't start carrying luggage around until nighttime to avoid being a disturbance. But today I've seen men carrying things wandering around lately.
They came through here?
Yes, I saw them pass by. They were heading towards the lounge.
The lounge?
Yes, you see the two doors past the pillar on the right there? Go through the one on the right and just go straight.
Oh, thank you very much. Men with large case, number 2. See if Brian has anything to say. I'll tell you part of a show that happens at this pool. Well, what kind of show is that?
Brio!
You create balloons that could fit a Pokemon inside? That's pretty impressive. I didn't realize you had that kind of talent.
Hey, Tim.
We need to go in search of R. Let's head to the lounge. The door on the right. The lounge is supposed to be straight ahead, right? Can't go into random doors. Knock, knock, knock. Throw her to the seas! Or are we going to become lounge lizards? Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Bingo!
This is impressive.
Everything is super luxurious.
V Shinobi with the... He's on the other side. 54 months of tier 1, here's sub for your sub. Mwah. I can't drive 55! What's up? Oh, I may have just seen those people. They went up the stairs behind me. Thank you very much. Right, let's head after them. Men with large cases, number 3. Large men with large cases. The lounge is so spacious. I love it. It's very relaxing. Ocean Cafe. I need to meet all the Pokemon I can around there. I thought there was a Gardevoir up there, but it was just a woman. Although I imagine this world to be quite a compliment to be compared to the beauty and grace of a Gardevoir.
Welcome.
Welcome. We have a variety of beverages, as well as snacks and light meals. The Frillish will deliver anything you order. They serve the lounge, but they also bring your order to the deck or even to your room. Sounds neat. Get me a coffee, Tim. You're going to order something? We're in the middle of investigating. All right. Once we find out where the stuff went, then. If you would like to order, please give an order sheet to the Frillish with a tray. The Frillish that are not carrying anything are there to help out customers with their bags. Hello, did you need something? I have been on cruises many times, but this one is a gift from my daughter. I'm enjoying it more than any trip I've ever been on. She must be a wonderful daughter to give you a cruise like this as a gift. I just love traveling by ship. I thought I'd be a good daughter for once and got tickets for me and my mother. The atmosphere is relaxing, the food is good. I can't imagine a more luxurious trip. Hey there, isn't this ship wonderful? It's the perfect place to spend time with my girlfriend. It's an elegant experience, I love it. Pikachu? Pikachu, you alright? There you go. My boyfriend got tickets for me. It's my first cruise. It's a pretty impressive ship. I was quite surprised. The stairs behind man. Ma'am! Ma'am! Wish they'd post these things a bit lower. What does it say? It's a deck plan, a map of this ship. It looks like we can use this elevator to go to different floors. This place is big enough as it is, but now you're telling me there are multiple floors? We just went upstairs, you dingus! The bridge is on the top floor. I guess we could take this elevator then. Has luxurious fur. Cool. Says that the house is normally it says the house it normally lives in is similar, but the ship has more space, so it likes it better here. Did you need something? I come on board from time to time because Ninetales seems to enjoy it. So much space. Crocker-Rock. Rough bouncers. Crocker-Rock. What? Crocker-Rock. Oh, we're not allowed to go in? Oh, come on, don't be so uptight. All we want to do is peek in the room. Crocker-Rock. Wow, okay, we'll leave, but can we ask you some quick questions? Did two guys carrying some luggage come through this way? Crocker-Rock. They went inside. So then R must be past that door. Yeah. Crocker-Rock. Get out of here. All right. Come on, Tim, let's get out of here for now. Right.
Crocker-Rock guards are trouble. But if the lounge is where R went, then that's the room we need to investigate.
They're also ground type, so I can't actually hurt them. It's the room guarded by the Crocker-Rock. Can I talk to the other guy? I can't even walk past them and talk to the other guy. Okay, I can't get any information out of them. Let's go up to the bridge. I guess I can't go up to the bridge.
Hey, Tim?
Amelia, what are you doing here?
Oh, thank God I have a place to stay now.
Watching the parade from the ship is popular among celebrities. But what brought you guys here?
We're still on the trail of Keith. The clues led us here.
Huh? But what would Keith have to do with this cruise?
We don't know for sure, but he must be on the ship at least. We do know that he's smuggling R.
Oh no! If that stuff gets out into the world, it'll be a disaster! You've gotta let me help you find Keith, alright?
I appreciate that, but,
I can help you gather information, since I'm a reporter.
Maybe she's right. Yeah, we could probably use her help.
Pikachu!
I'd rather not get her involved in this either, but we could use some help.
Okay.
We're counting on you, Amelia.
You're searching for Keith, right? Is there anything you want to know? This is one of the most luxurious ships in the world, the SS Prime Treasure.
Second only to the SS Anne.
I would never have expected them to use this ship for smuggling. Do you know where the ship is headed? I don't, sorry. This ship apparently travels all over the world, and destinations are decided by requests from the passengers. How did you get on board, Tim? We infiltrated the R factory and snuck into one of the containers they were shipping out. They carry us on board just like that. How could you do something so reckless? I'm glad you're safe anyway. The room at the back of the second floor? I didn't even notice it. Is that where they've taken R? Yes, but it's guarded by Krokorok. We can't get in. It's wonderful that you were able to find out where R was going. But the room is guarded? Let's see, is this the Krokorok you mentioned? Yes, that's exactly the Pokemon we saw. I didn't know you had a Pokedex, Amelia. This is actually a collection of my own notes. I write down anything that might be useful whenever, I get the chance to see one of the various Pokedexes.
Wait, you made all this by hand? Pretty impressive, Amelia.
Let's see. I'm sorry to say electric type moves won't work on, have an effect on Krokorok.
Nailed it!
Pikachu will be at a disadvantage in battle.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
We might be able to find out a little, we might be able to find out a little about what the room will be used for. There's a cruise newspaper. It has a schedule of all the events that occur on this ship.
The ship's newspaper. That might be helpful. Let's have a look. So, I think the Pokedex they're referring to is like the original Pokedex, where like it was books. Because if you remember from the Gen 1 games, there was actually I can't remember which Pokemon game it was mentioned in. It might have been Let's Go, but I think Blue mentions that in the old days he would have to write down you know, Pokedex entries with a pen and paper.
Let's see. The event in that room is the Prime Treasure Show.
Whoa, that's an impressive name. What kind of show is it?
The show.
It's like the old encyclopedias, huh? Yeah, in fact, in Gen 1, he says, Professor Oak says it's an encyclopedia of Pokemon.
Mako and I are watching this, Mako and I are working separately this time. I'm in charge of covering this ship. I'm mostly done, though. The only one thing left to do is an interview. An interview? With who? Well, first, we'll interview the famous chef, Mr. Gino Farina.
What? You mean the Gino Farina?
You know him, Pikachu?
Of course I do! He's a renowned chef! He has a restaurant in Rhyme City, too! But it's so popular you can't ever get a reservation!
Apparently he's a friend of Mr. Graham's. That's why we've been able to get a special interview with him.
So Mr. Graham is on board as well?
Yes, he was kind enough to come with me. I wonder what kind of show it is. I don't know anything about it, sorry. No problem. Thanks to you, we know the name of the show. now. I'll ask around to see if anybody knows about it. Good luck. Once I finish the interview, I'll try and find out what I can about the show. I'd appreciate that. I guess I'll see you around then. Once we finish up what we need to do, let's meet up here. Oh, and you should use this. It's an order sheet for drinks. If you hand it to Frillish, they'll bring you what you ordered. Cola, orange soda, Hawaiian punch, and lemonade. I think it's best if the two of you take a break, even if it's just for a little bit. Thank you very much. Ooh, what a lifesaver. Once we're done gathering testimony, let's get some coffee, Tim.
Bingo!
Bingo! Oh, oh, oh. Bingo! Oh, 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 oh. Ghost Kirby 125 with the 50 months of tier 1. Here's a sub for your sub. Wow, the message saying, I sadly lost this game, so I still can't beat it. Tim! Hey, Tim!
The best clue we have so far is the show that's supposed to be held in that room. Let's find out more about it. Hey, Tim.
Let's ask around the, let's ask about the show in this lounge.
Frill?
Frill? Frill! Oh, you're in charge of serving the lounge, including the second floor alone? That sounds rough. Frill! Makes it more rewarding? Huh, that's a good attitude to have. What's up? I don't really know anything about that. I'm not interested in events or anything. Oh, but he's sitting on this side. A mystery all its own!
Welcome.
It seems to be a show that's almost a tradition on this ship. Customers complain of not getting enough seats, but I've never heard anyone say they've seen it. Suspicious. Can I help you? No, I already know about that. It's quite the show. It must be quite the show, especially since it has the ship's name and part of the title. I'd love to see it. Maybe I should ask my daughter. Oh, there's a show like that on the ship? I didn't know. Why would it be on a public schedule if nobody goes into it? Do you need something? I told my boyfriend I wanted to see it, but he couldn't get tickets. Somehow knowing I can't see it makes me want to see it even more. Yes? Oh yes, that show. My girlfriend wanted to see it, so I tried to get tickets when I booked our reservation. Even then, we didn't manage to get seats. If anyone's willing to part with their ticket, I'd pay anything they ask. Tim, this is an opportunity to get rich. I don't think there's anyone here who's been to the Prime Treasure show. Let's go talk to people on the deck. We can leave through the, exit facing the cafe. What about this guy with the nine-tail? Surely he knows something. Did you need something? Yeah, okay, then see you later. If you had a partner Pokemon that would go on your shoulder, similar to like Ash and Pikachu, what Pokemon would you have?
Hey, who would have thought that we'd run into Amelia on this ship? You know what? That's called destiny. Come on, don't act so nonchalant. You're enjoying this, I know. Don't worry, I understand.
Mecha Dan J, you don't really understand how big Furret is. Furret is huge. Bingo! Rise Kujikawa with the 2 months of Prime. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah. It's like 5 feet from head to tail, but it's also like, it's a thick boy. He's got like a huge body. That would not be able to go on your shoulder. Furret's taller than Charizard. Furret is not measured from head to foot. It's measured from head to tail, so it's actually shorter than you think. It's closer to like 3 feet tall. Yes, did you need me? The Prime Treasure Show. I didn't realize the ship had anything like that. Sorry, I don't know much about it, though. I'm not really interested in the events here.
Yo, some kid's been asking a lot about the Prime Treasure Show. I don't really know what's, Oh, we didn't even check that. I didn't even know there was an upper deck here. Do the Lapras know?
Can I help you? Oh, you mean that show? No, I don't know anything.
Fruit?
Can't say I've heard of it. Not a big fan of shows, to be honest. Having to sit still and just watch isn't my thing. Amen, brother. That's why I don't like going to movies.
Can I help you? I hear it's a show you can only see on this ship. I admit I'm curious, but they say the tickets are impossible to come by. I've never really tried to get one.
Can I help you? I hear the tickets are completely sold out. We do have many other events planned on the board this ship, so I might suggest enjoying those instead. Yes. Prime Treasure Show. I didn't have a show like that. Love to see it.
Do you know something about this, miss? Yes. Definitely a flashy name, don't you think? I've seen the name mentioned in the ship's newspaper, but I don't know what kind of show it is.
Oh, man.
Hey, Tim.
So there isn't anyone here who saw the show either, huh?
Yeah, it's also weird that nobody's able to get tickets.
This is, gonna take some thinking. Let's get ourselves some coffee. We've got an order sheet here, so let's try to find a Frillish. I saw it! He's over here! Frillish!
Fruit?
Frill!
You'll take our orders? I'm getting coffee, Tim. Black, naturally.
Got it, I'll write that down. Now what should I have?
Iced coffee, iced tea, cherry berry juice, citrus berry juice.
I like it spicy.
Frill?
It says to write down how much sugar we want. 2 cubes of juice. Now we each need to select the number of each drink. 1 each, right? Once you've got that down, hand the order sheet to Frillish.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I bet there's like some kind of secret code there, where if you enter it incorrectly, you get tickets to the show. Whew, much better. Sometimes a nice coffee is just the thing.
Yeah, I'd forgotten in all the excitement, but we haven't eaten anything since we snuck into the factory.
Yeah, detectives gotta be tough. What my shoulder pal be? Probably Vulpix. I've gotta be honest, I've never seen anyone put sugar in juice before. Can I just drink what I want? Keith sure has some nerve planning to smuggle R on a luxury cruise like this.
Yeah, that hall's gotta be hiding something. I mean, nobody's seen the show at all.
It's almost certain they've carried R into the hall, but we need more information. I don't think talking to the people is gonna get us anything new, though. We should meet up with Amelia.
I agree. She might be done with her work.
That's that then. Let's head back to the lounge. Thanks, boss, for the 28 months of Prime. Here's a sub for your sub. Wow, the best thing, I can sub on mobile now.
Why does Chinchino keep looking at me? Is there something stuck on me?
That Chinchino's got the hots for you, detective. So, let me put an asterisk on that. You can sub on mobile, and on Prime, it's still like the same thing as it would be normally. But if you're subbing with like a normal like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 sub, it's actually more expensive to sub on mobile because of how Apple and Android charge for app, basically like an app fee.
I hear you ordered the special drink of cherry berry with 2 sugars. Well.
What?
It's coming from this room.
Excuse me, hello? Is everything okay?
Rose Milton, affluent elderly woman.
I'm sorry about that. A strange thing was in my bag. Sorry to make such a scene, but it frightened me.
Huh?
Could I ask you, to take a look?
Yes, of course.
No, nothing is wrong in here. The gun barrel slowly approaches from the door frame.
What in the world?
Everything is fine. Coffagrigus!
A mask?
Isn't it scary looking?
Schnabel!
Maybe it's some sort of prank. My poor Snubble was quite frightened as well.
Snubble! Snubble, fragile heart.
Is it really that scared? Let's see.
Oh, poor thing.
Knock it off, Pikachu.
Yeah, sorry. I guess it really was scared. This is a real mystery, which means a job for us.
I can't take the mask off!
I'm glad a kind young man like you was close by. My name is Rose Middleton.
My name's Tim, and this is my partner, Pikachu.
I use it for traveling. It had all my clothing and personal items.
When was the last time you opened it?
Just this morning before I got on the ship.
And did you have the suitcase with you the whole time?
No, I had checked it with the ship's staff once I got on board. I collected it at the front desk and Snubble here helped me carry it to my room. I wanted to get my favorite lap blanket out, but when I opened the suitcase, it had that mask inside. Where could my suitcase have gone? I've never seen anything like it. It's rather unsettling.
There must have been a mistake somewhere. The more I look at it, the stranger this mask seems. Who would have brought a mask like this onto the ship?
It's a gentle, sensitive darling. I think the mask gave it quite a scare.
I'm really sorry. My Pikachu got carried away.
Oh, it's fine. You'll be friends with Snubble, won't you, Pikachu?
Of course! And no more pranks like that, okay? I'm sorry, okay? Believe it or not, I do feel bad.
Yes?
Oh, dear.
I already asked her about that. Hello, Snubble.
Snubble!
Sorry about earlier. I was just kidding around.
Snubble.
See, it's still pretty scared. Let's leave it be until it calms down a bit. That's a strange mask. Is it an antique or something? Doesn't really look that valuable. Does it really look that valuable to you? Seems like a piece of junk to me. Mask! Damask! There's only one thing to look at in here, and it's the mask. The only thing in the suitcase was the mask. Yeah, nothing that might help us find the original owner. Must have been some slip-up with the bags. Someone grabbed the wrong suitcase. I think so. Miss Milton, we should have one of the crew check around for your suitcase. I think it must have accidentally been swapped with someone else's.
Yes, you're probably right. I'll let the captain know immediately.
Wait, the captain?
Oh, he's a friend of mine. I'll go look for him.
Here, let me come along. I'll carry the suitcase.
Oh, thank you, dear. You really are kind. Maybe we should go to the lounge first.
Is this your family, Miss Milton?
Oh, yes, that's a picture of my husband back from when we were young. That was his favorite jacket. He would always wear it for special occasions and outings.
Hey, that necktie looks great on him too. The murderer was Mrs. Donovan.
Snob. Snobble.
Snobble. Right, let's get going. It's not my mask, it's your mask.
The Henri brothers were truly brilliant. Their meals were loved by Pokemon and people. Between you and me, I'm close to recreating one of their recipes.
You mean the famous lost recipe? How is that possible?
That's a trade secret.
I figured as much.
I used the money from R. I'm probably the bad guy.
Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, anytime. Especially if you're doing the interview.
Oh, my goodness. There you are, Captain Eckhart.
Walter Eckhart, ship's captain.
Well, hello there, Miss Rose. How can I help you?
This may sound odd, but I'm afraid my bag has been swapped with someone else's. Look at this. I don't recognize any of the contents.
It's a
I'm so
mask.
sorry to hear that. We'll look into it.
I really appreciate it.
Tim, hello. Another mystery for you?
No, not really.
You know, I think I've seen this mask on the news. They said that it was stolen.
What?
Stolen.
Impossible.
There's an awful lot of strange things going on this ship.
Going on. Well then, Miss Rose, we'll hold on to this suitcase for now. We'll let you know as soon as we find out anything.
Yes, please do.
Thank you for your help too, Mr. Goodman. I'll be at the bridge, so please stop by should you need anything. You know what a bridge is, right? It's where they control the ship. You can reach the bridge by the elevator on the second floor of the lounge. Well then, Mr. Graham, I'll see you again when we have our interview. Bingo and B. Walsh with the 10 months of tier 1. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah, with the message saying double digit time. Also, Lord Donator Fool's t-shirt when? I don't want to use Lord Donator for anything outside of like charity events. And making merchandise of him would be like a huge hassle, like of what I would need to like divide as to what was my paycheck and what was going to charity.
I think I'll head back to my room too. Thank you for everything, Tim. Please stop by if you have the time. I'd love your company.
I thought that Frillish was a Quagsire for a second.
Okay.
I hope you could find the suitcase for Miss Milton. Once I'm done with my interview, I'll try to help your investigation. Mr. Graham's already given me permission. Thank you. Any luck with the investigation? Were you able to find anything out? Well, the thing is, we found out that we can't find anything specific. What do you mean? There's a lot of people saying that they couldn't get tickets, an unnatural amount, really. I've told Mr. Graham I'll be helping investigate R. He says GNN is happy to help us help in any way. Thanks, I appreciate it. Oh, but he said in exchange he wants to do an interview with you once the case is solved.
I should have guessed. He wouldn't miss out on this opportunity.
What exactly was mentioned about it in the news you saw? They said that it had been stolen from an art museum. I think it was about 3 months ago. It was a very big deal since the mask is apparently very valuable. I wonder if that was the real thing. If it is, what is it doing here?
Keith isn't the only bad guy out there. It's possible that the thief brought the mask here with the hopes of selling it to someone. Amelia's told me everything. I'm happy to give you my support.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck with everything. I'd very much like to do an interview with you once you've cracked this R case, though. The ratings should be amazing. Does he ever think of anything besides ratings? Well, the interview with the captain is next.
You have an interview with the captain, too?
Yes, we figured the captain of a ship like this would be worth talking to. I bet he's a lot of famous friends. But I didn't expect there'd be a mystery about the suitcase. I think it's going to be a very interesting interview. I should thank you, Tim.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Who would have thought it was the stolen mask? Who on earth brought it on board? The case you're following is very interesting, but I admit this case is also intriguing. I agree, but somehow hearing this guy say it annoys me.
Calm down, Pikachu.
We've known each other for a long time. We featured him on one of our shows back when he was still getting started as a chef. He agreed to do the interview specifically as a favor to me, actually. The Prime Treasure Show? Don't know anything about it. Why not check with Captain Eckhart, though? The captain should know everything that happens aboard this ship.
That's a good idea. I'll check with him.
Let me know if you think it'll make a good TV show. Does this guy ever let up? Still, asking the captain is a good idea.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Gino. You know Mr. Graham, correct?
Yes, I've had the pleasure of meeting him.
Mr. Graham asked if I could participate in an interview, so I was doing my best to oblige.
I take it you were talking about cooking?
Oh, we discussed a lot of different things. How I spend time on luxury cruise liners, how to enjoy the Pokemon Carnival, about running restaurants, about the future of food and cooking. $2 for preposterous that's saying, Tom used to do voices when you donate and tell you to say something in the voice. Yes, $5 minimum. For you, preposterous, I'll go with a $3 just to add on to the $2 you donated there, just for asking the question. Wow, that's quite a range of topics. I'm looking forward to watching the show. I still can't believe a crime could be committed on an elegant ship like this. I've never even seen a mask like that, though. I wonder if it really was a stolen item. I know, there's so much we don't know. Whatever it is, I'm glad the captain has it. He'll keep it safe. I hear it's quite popular. I'd like to see it myself just to witness firsthand what draws so many people to it. I admit I was surprised to find out the mask was a stolen item, but let's leave the suitcases to the captain. We need to find out about that show. Yeah, let's go ask the captain about that. For that, we need to go to the bridge. Let's go to the second floor for starters. Tim! Hey, Tim! Hey, there's a crew member. Let's ask where we can find the elevators. Right. Excuse me. Yes? Could you tell us where the elevators are? We're trying to get to the bridge. Oh, you can get to the bridge by using the elevator here in front of us. This floor has elevators on its left and right, but either one will get you there. Thank you. Ding. Yes, and only for that one instance of the donation. Also, be very, very careful that your spelling is correct when you want me to say something. Nose pass! $10 from Prostro with an S saying, I'll go with 10 because in the voice of a potato? I'd imagine a potato being very sad.
No, God, please don't peel me.
Are you the captain's partner? Nose. What's that? We should go in front of you if we want to talk. Nose pa. You can only face north. Okay, you're a little weird, but we can move to be in front of you.
Hey, Tim. Nose. So I guess it really does always face north.
Nose pa. Nose. Oh, you love the mask inside? The captain put it in front of you when he noticed you were trying really hard to turn your head so you could see it, huh? Nose pa. It made you that happy, huh? Well, that's good.
Nose.
I already asked him about that.
What is it?
Can I help you, Mr. Goodman? There's something I'd like to ask you. And what might that be? Do you know anything about the Prime Treasure show? We'd love to know more about what kind of show it is, but we can't get tickets. I'm really sorry, but I don't know much about the shows myself. Even though you're the captain? Sorry not to be more help. All the shows are planned by the committee. What do you mean? You see, this ship is a little unusual. The passengers are actually the owners. All the rooms are privately owned, and everything from the events on board to the next destination are decided by a committee run by the passengers. So the passengers have more power than the captain. So I don't know anything about what shows might be planned. All that's run by the committee, as I said. I see. Well, thank you very much. We're still trying to find Miss Rose's suitcase. We're also in the process of notifying every department about the mask. I hope every suitcase ends up where it should be. Where are you keeping that suitcase now? In front of Nosepass. Nosepass seems to have taken a shine to it. Come to think of it, seems like the owner of this suitcase is interested in that show. When I had a good look through the suitcase, I found a strange note. What? Let's see. The Prime Treasure Show. Iced tea. The usual frillish. Umbrellas and yellow deck chairs. What does that even mean? Is it some kind of code? Those are some random words. I've written them down anyway, though. Actually, Tim, there was something else besides that note. A ticket. I don't know what it's a ticket for, though. I was right. Hold on a minute, Tim. There's still something we should take a look at. The wheel? Is it the wheel? We can't get to the wheel. Boom. Boom. There's a ticket in here. Yeah, it says, it doesn't say what the event, what event, but it has today's date on it. I wonder what the ticket's for. Yeah. That's a bizarre note in the suitcase. Yeah, I wonder if it's related to the mask in some way. Could be some kind of secret code that lets you get into the show. We still don't know what kind of show it is, but we might be able to find out more if we follow what the note says. There was one thing on the note we could start investigating immediately, right? Iced tea. I think it's a little bit too broad to really investigate. Come on, it's definitely something that should be easy for us. Exactly. We might be able to figure out the code if, next if we talk to the Frillish. Hopefully it will lead us to the show. Let's go find the Frillish and see what they can tell us. The Somali pirates. Who else? I thought putting sugar in it might have been the key, but that was just a red herring. And since Pikachu ordered a coffee, it would have thrown it off anyway. Oh, hey, Tim! Amelia, Mr. Graham. Welcome back. We were just talking about you. Did you find anything out about the show? Well, even the captain didn't know anything about it, but we did manage to get some new information. The suitcase had a note in it. A note? Yes, it had a few things written on it, but one of the things was about the Prime Treasure show. Oh, that's quite a scoop, Tim! A stolen mask and a mysterious show. This whole suitcase incident is just full of surprises. He's totally planning to make it part of the program. Is that all he ever thinks about? So are you going to investigate what the note, what was in the note now? Yes, I'm gonna try and find out more about what was written on it. Okay, I'll keep trying to find out more about this mysterious show.
Frill?
Frill. Frill? You don't know, huh? Well, thanks anyway. Frill!
Frill!
There are 3 of the Frillish around, in the hallway and on the deck. Got it.
Frill, Frill!
But you worked the hardest? Wait, you feel bad for the ones in charge of the deck and the hallway because there's not as much for them to do? You really do love your job, don't you? So there's a total of 4 Frillish, huh? We need to speak to all of them. I don't want to place an order because it's not the person we need to place an order with. 100 bits for preposterous with an S saying, annoyance. Annoyance can't spell. So 10 now in the voice of a potato. Ah, oh God, please don't peel me. I don't know what you mean by that. Bum 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 bum. Hello.
Frill?
Frill! Frill, Frill!
I see, so you don't know what it means either. I don't think this is the usual Frillish. Process of the Thunderbird saying, I didn't know if annoyance was spelled correctly. Oh! It wasn't. 2 N's in annoyance.
Frill, Frill!
I get it. No need to be so agitated. What's wrong? Oh, it says that the Frillish on the 2nd floor of the deck is always slacking off.
Frill!
It's unfair that he gets to take things easily. Oh, I wonder what this all means. Did you send a message before this that just didn't get through? Or were you just trying to spell out annoyance for your own health? Hello. You don't know, huh? But you did run into an unusual customer. What do you mean? He's trying to order something that wasn't on the menu, and he was so persistent you had to chase him away? What was he trying to order? You don't know. He said he wanted a book. Trying to order a book? Whoever it was could be making that mysterious order. Could be the owner of the suitcase. It's worth looking into. Anyway, hey Frillish, what was this guy like?
Frill!
So Tom, how was your day? And was trying to annoy you through bits again. Oh, gotcha. Day's good, and please. If we're doing Tomstagram again, then by all means, go for it. He was lying around as if he owned the place. And he was blue? Maybe he was wearing blue clothing. Let's have a look around. Strange man. Did you just order something unusual from Frillish? Oh, you saw that? How embarrassing. I was trying to order a book. Huh? You can order books from Frillish too? Well, I thought you could, but it looks like I was wrong. Frillish wouldn't take my order, so I gave up at the end. Why did you try to order a book from Frillish? It's actually my first time on the ship, and I'm just trying to blend in with the people around me. I saw someone getting a book from Frillish, so I figured that must be how all these high-class folks pass the time, by the pool. Just thought I'd give it a try, too. Do you know which Frillish was the one carrying that book? To be honest, all the Frillish look the same to me. How about who received the book from the Frillish? 100 bits from Preposterous that's saying I stop, only stop, have stop, half stop, and stop, hour stop, stop. I only have half an hour stop. Gotcha. You said it with a bunch of stops in between but each of those are actually periods. So your entire sentence was I only have half an hour. It was that lady on the deck chair across from here, the one with the Cinchino. Thank you very much. Right, let's go talk to that lady relaxing on the deck chair. I only have half an hour. Can I help you? Did I order a book from Frillish? No, ordering a book from Frillish. I've never heard of such a thing. Well, we spoke to someone who saw. I said I don't know what you're talking about. Perhaps whoever it was you spoke to was mistaken about what they thought they saw. Playing innocent, huh? I don't think we'll get any answers out of her. But that doesn't mean we're out of options. Let's talk to Cinchino. Well, if no one else, at least I'm on the floor laughing. 100 bits from Preposterous with an S. With that message that I just read. Did your partner receive a book from Frillish?
Cheetah!
She did, huh? I knew I could trust these Pokemon. Let's hear what they have to say. Right. Received a book. Which Frillish was it?
Cheetah!
The one with sharp features. Oh, the Frillish on the second floor. That's the one that brought the book, huh? Thanks. Sharp features? You didn't notice? You need to work on your observational skills if you want to be a detective. They all have different features. Do they really?
Cheetah!
Oh, the view was great from the second floor, so you went up there and got a look? And down from the edge of the second floor deck, you met, before your partner met with Frillish. Before she met with Frillish, huh? That must mean something. Was your partner acting funny when she was looking down from up there?
Cheetah!
You don't know, huh? You're playing a game of counting everything down on the first floor with her? Okay, thanks for the info. Is that both the Cinchino? It is. Udder's from Preposterous that's saying, Tom, I think Tim is racist. You can't tell them apart. Yeah. Hey, you were the Frillish in charge of delivering books?
Frill.
Oh, so you are. Do you think you could bring me one?
Frill.
You will if we order it properly. Properly? What do you mean? I'm ordering it right now.
Frill.
It's no use. What are we supposed to do? Bingo! Cream the Rabbit gifting a tier 1 sub to Subarashi. Subarashi, here's a sub for your sub. Mwah. All it says is do it properly. Don't think it's gonna tell us. Maybe there's some specific way to order it.
Frill.
We're gonna place an order to do it properly? We'd love to, but you haven't told us what you even mean by that.
Frill.
You can't tell us? Well, great. This is getting us nowhere. I know how to place an order properly. I just need the ticket. Doesn't ring a bell? Thanks anyway.
Frill.
You don't have much time to speak with the other Frillish? Sure looks like you have a lot of time to me.
Frill.
Keeping still is part of your job. You need to be ready to go all out at a moment's notice.
Frill.
Seems pretty proud of itself. Oh, it looks all sharp and serious too. What's the deal with this Frillish? Seems like there's a specific way we're supposed to order. Maybe it has something to do with what was written in that note. I also remember that Cinchino told us its partners was counting something. Why don't we put the information we have together? How do we order?
If we place an order with the Frillish on the second floor, it'll bring us a book, apparently. So there's gotta be some secret in how we place an order. I don't suppose you found any hints on that note, did you?
Show being yelled by Korok. Usual Frillish, iced tea, umbrellas, and yellow chairs.
Now why do you think that?
Now why do you think that? Nope.
No, that's not right.
I don't think I have enough information to go on here. Let's grill the woman again. Or the Chinchino. Nope. Nope. We might actually have everything. I just don't know what to add together here. Under Mr. Pross with this saying, these are new.
So there's
Or are these new? I guess so.
I don't suppose you found any hints on that note, did you?
Iced tea, the usual Frillish.
Now why do you think that?
Usual Frillish. Iced tea. Umbrellas and yellow chairs.
Now why do you think that?
How do we order?
No, that's not right.
Under Mr. Pross with this saying, how is the chat while Tom is thinking? Well, people have played this before. Yes or no? No explanation on top of it. Do I have everything I need to figure out how to order? I do.
Now why do you think that? Now why do you think that?
Nope.
No, that's not right. Now why do you think that?
I think I did that combo already.
No, that's not right. If we place an order with the Frillish on the second floor, it'll bring us a book.
That was weird.
Apparently. So there's gotta be some secret in how we place an order. I don't suppose you found any hints on that note, did you?
Prime Treasure Show, iced tea, the usual Frillish, umbrellas, oops. Umbrellas and yellow deck chairs. Maybe this? 200 bits for Prosper this. Tagging Darkfire Yoshi, Cream the Rabbit, Toad Link 6, Luigi Lover, and Zelam Apple saying, good to hear. Good lord. Okay.
You're right. She was the one who got the book. She was super busy counting something. What was it? Now I remember. The umbrellas and yellow deck chairs. The number of umbrellas and the chairs. That's two different numbers. Can you think of anything related to this?
The amount of the order sheet. The amount of sugar and the amount of drinks.
Now I get it. Here's the explanation. The two numbers stand for the number of teas and sugar cubes we order from Frillish. Yeah, at least that mystery's solved. Let's go place our order.
Order with the number of parasols and chairs. Yellow deck chairs, so... oh, dear lord. 1, 2, 3... Wait, do they have to be yellow? Is it... Go find the spot where we look down to the whole first floor. Didn't Chinchino say to look down from the first floor, from the end of the second floor deck? Yada, 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 okay. Yada, yada, yada. Run around the track, run around the track. Hey! Excuse me, did you happen to see a lady with a Chinchino on this floor? Oh yeah, there was someone like that here a minute ago. She was standing right here looking down at something. By that railing? Yeah, you can see the whole first floor from here. Yes, we got a great view of the first floor from here. Yeah, we need to count the umbrellas and yellow deck chairs, right? We should remember to check both the left and right side when we count. 1, 2, 3. Look further down. There are 6 umbrellas and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of each. Prosper with us with the 100 bits saying I haven't kept up with Pokemon since Sapphire. The original isn't any good. Detective Pikachu? It's definitely a spinoff. You don't really catch Pokemon in this. I don't know how Sword and Shield are gonna be. Place an order. Hey there, we finally figured out how to order. Then prove it. Hi, you asked for it. First thing is the proper type of drink. Iced tea. Next, we need the amount of sugar cubes we want. All right, and how many drinks do we want? That's it, Tim, give Frillish the order sheet. Yeah.
Frill.
We got it wrong, better luck next time. Seems like there's something we messed up in our order somehow. Let me try that again. I thought it was 6 and 6. Yellow deck chairs. I'm counting 3 umbrellas on the right. 2 yellow, or I'm sorry, 3 umbrellas on the left, 2 yellow deck chairs on the left. Oh, I didn't see the, wait, 5. Oh, the far one. I didn't see the far one. Okay. Props for that to the 100 bits saying, well, it clearly isn't.
Frill?
Iced tea. 6. 7. That's it, Tim. Give Frillish the order sheet. Yeah. We did it! Here it is! Auctions catalog. Looks more like of a menu than a book. Yeah, let's see what's in it. Prime Treasure auction information. Be sure to have your ticket with you. Dress code is semi-formal. What? Don't tell me you don't know what dress code means. It's basically telling us how we're supposed to dress up. So for this auction, we won't be able to get in unless we're wearing a suit and tie and... Wait, auction? That's what it says, yeah. There wasn't going to be a show in that room at all. It's an auction. Look, it says this is the lineup for the auction. Detective's Cape, Honorary Brothers recipe book, Mask of Antiquity. Hey, isn't that mask the one that we were just looking at? The owner of that suitcase must have intended to put the mask up for bid. But the mask is a stolen item. Yeah, this is no ordinary auction. It's almost like a black market. Huh? Tim, take a look. Ours on this list too. You're right, it's on the list of items for sale. It looks like whoever wins the bid gets exclusive buying rights for 6 months. We can't let that happen. We've got to stop them. We need to find a way to sneak into this auction, but how? Well, I wouldn't worry too much about that. I think we'll be able to walk right in. It said you have to have your ticket with you, and the dress code is semi-formal, right? What are you saying? All we need to do is meet the conditions. We'll worry about the dress code later, but there must be some, there was that weird ticket in the suitcase. That must be a ticket for the secret auction. Let's go to the bridge and take a closer look at it. Bard Biscuit with the 2 months of Prime. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah, the message saying, shame my previous account got hacked, but hey, my Prime will always go to you. Tom Scream. That sucks, but thank you very much.
It looks like there's no show in
100 bits for 100 for Preposterous saying, my lord, Team R is on that list. Clearly slavery.
Keith is planning on attending.
The hall for the secret auction. Yep, my glasses are Gengar. It's Gengar. Let's hurry to the bridge. Take it to the bridge.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello, Tim.
Is there a problem?
Well, yes. You see, the mask has gone missing.
Huh?
I took my eyes off it for a moment, and it disappeared.
So, do you think it was stolen?
No. The only ones in the room were me and Nosepass. Nobody else came in.
What could have happened?
Let's ask Nosepass. Hey, did you see anything?
Nosepass.
It's Gengar.
It disappeared in just the blink of an eye. How could that be?
Because it's actually a Coffagrigus.
Say that's the truth, huh? So it's a closed room robbery. This should be very interesting.
Crossroad the nest of the 100 bits saying, Nosepass sniffed it up. Solve the theft.
So now the mask has gone missing too. Let's see if we can find any trace of it in the room.
Find the mask culprit. Blast, it's empty. No sign of the ticket or note. Yeah, whoever it is got us this time. We're not gonna be able to get anywhere near Keith unless we solve this case. The mask really, you really like this disappeared? Well, sorry to hear that. Nosepass. Preposterous with an S with 100 bits saying the butler did it. No, it's Gengar. Nose. So you were staring at the mask the whole time, and then what happened? Nosepass. The ship changed direction and the mask moved to where you couldn't see it for an instant. Things moved back to their original position quickly, but the mask was gone. It moved for an instant. What could have happened? Skip. Nose. Some cold water splashed into your head when the mask was out of your view? Water? Doesn't seem to be a leak anywhere here. Where did the water come from? Nosepass. You don't know? Oh, I get it. You can't look up, can you? Water drops were fun. It was a Frillish. We were entrusted with safekeeping of the mask. We must find it. I'm more worried about the ticket than the mask. What on earth is going on? I was busy steering the ship when the incident happened. Nosepass suddenly started raising a fuss, so I went to check on it, and that's when I found out its contents were missing. Corey PC with 100 bits asking if he could steal the joke. The joke of that Gengar was the butler the whole time. The only ones in this room were you and Nosepass, correct? That's right. So the mask, the ticket, and the note all disappeared, huh? There were a few people who came and went before the incident. Of course, there was you and 2 members of the crew. Yes, there were 2 members of the crew. One was in charge of steering the ship until I arrived. The other came to make a regular report and left as soon as he was done. Where are those 2 now? They're probably hanging around the lounge. Got it. Thank you very much. I guess we should see what they have to say, huh? Preposterous with an S, with 100 bits saying, dang, hoisted by my own Petered. Petered? Just ignore me. Just trying to figure out what that word means. And if I should have said it. A small bomb of metal or, a small bomb made of a metal or wooden box full of powder used to blast down a door to make a hole in the wall. Petard. Petard. Look at this guy!
Oh, excuse me, I've got to get to the black market auction. Oh, how late am I?
Utterance from Prostro the Nest saying, I have no ability to spell. Excuse me, could we talk to you for a moment? Sure, what can I do? The captain told us you were at the bridge today. Do you think you could tell us a little bit about that time? Did something happen to the bridge? I'll be happy to tell you what I know. I went to the bridge to deliver my periodic report. I didn't have much time to report on, so once I was done, I left the room. Did you notice anything unusual? Well, I did see Nosepass had a mask in front of it, but nothing besides. Oh! It wasn't in the room, but there was a strange thing I noticed. What was this strange thing? When I stepped out of the hallway after my report, I noticed it was wet. That's unusual? Yes, it is. It was on the top floor, so we don't get any waves or anything. Should be the it could be the captain spilled the drink, I guess. That is odd. Thank you very much for your time. The floor was wet, huh? That does seem strange. It's frillish. It was frillish. Preposterous, that's 100-bit saying, really, I didn't know how to spell it, so I guessed. Oh. That was directed at Draconos. You spelled it right, I pronounced it wrong. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You did spell it right, I pronounced it wrong. Oh, speaking of the bridge, while I was on deck, one of the passengers wanted to know when my next trip to the bridge would be. What was this person like? It was the famous Chef Gino. He made a point to double check the time, even after I told him. He made it seem like it was something very important. Sorry, do you have a moment? I'd like to ask you about how things seemed on the bridge. But why ask me? Well, the captain told us you had gone to the bridge, so... I see. I did indeed go to the bridge earlier. Has something happened? Yes, I'm sorry to say. That makes me sad. We prided ourselves on offering a safe, secure cruise. Don't worry, we'll capture the culprit in no time. Please, if there's anything I can do to help, just ask. I'm in charge of maintenance as well as steering the ship. Those sound like important duties. I admit I do get nervous sometimes, but it's very rewarding. I was on the bridge steering the ship, but I went on break because the captain arrived and took over. Twitching welcome 200 bits saying, water ghost type, makes sense. Yep, it was frillish. 100 bits from Preposterous that saying, by the way, for those who haven't seen me here, I talk through Tom, and it's funny sometimes. He does indeed do that. Did you notice anything odd happen while you were on the bridge? Nothing on the bridge, no. Only thing out of the ordinary today happened while I was taking a break in the lounge when the Pokemon next to me spilled its juice. That's about it, really. Nothing strange at all. Oh yes, I do remember seeing the mask. I was told not to touch it. It must have been very valuable. Doesn't look like it doesn't look like it is, does it? It was actually placed in front of Nosepass. Actually, Nosepass seemed to really like the mask. It was staring at it constantly. Maybe Nosepass thinks the mask is a Pokemon similar to itself. The crew member's testimony was really interesting. Sounds like Gino was really interested in finding out exactly when the crew member was going to the bridge. So you suspect Gino, Pikachu? I don't think that testimony is enough to say he's a suspect. You're right, if the testimony was all we had. But Gino also has a motive for wanting the contents of the suitcase. The suitcase had a ticket for the auction, and there was something in the auction lineup that Gino would probably want, remember? Exactly. Gino told us he was going to try to recreate the recipe of the Henry brothers. If the recipe is real, if recipe book is real, he's got every reason to want it. So Gino stole the suitcase because he wanted the ticket? But how did he know the ticket would be in the bag? I think it's more likely that the suitcase is actually Gino's. This theft could be his own reclaiming of the contents of his own bag. We should find out what Gino's up to. Let's ask Amelia and Graham first. Preposterous with an S with a message saying, my lord, mask pass. Yes, Nosepass wants the mask. Where are Amelia and there they are.
What's up?
Yes? Gino? Sorry, I don't know much. I was doing my own research elsewhere. Sorry, I can't be of more help.
Well, the interview with the captain is next. He was here for a little while, but he headed out. Said he was going to the deck. Gino loves to go see the second floor of the deck when he needs to think. I should go find him though. He wanted to sit in on the interview with the captain. Let's head to the deck and look for Gino. To the deck, to the deck, to the deck, 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 to the deck, to the deck, to the deck, deck, deck. To Pokemon Fusion!
Hello, Tim. Thank you so much for helping me out earlier.
Please, don't mention it. I just hope they find your suitcase soon. Are you on your way to somewhere?
Oh no, we're heading back to our room.
Is Snubble okay? It's shaking all over.
Are you sure it's not just still scared of you, Pikachu?
Oh, is he worried about Snubble? You see, my darling here accidentally spilled its juice when we were at the lounge. It's been shaking like that ever since. I think it may have given itself a scare.
Preposterous, that's the Thunderbit saying, okay, stop. Good night, stop. Tom, stop. And stop. Chat, stop.
So Snubble's the Pokemon the crew member was talking about. Still, you spilled your juice, you're clumsier than I thought. Snubble! You didn't spill the juice, it was someone else's fault? What are you talking about? Snubble! You say something invisible drank the juice? You saw it disappear right in front of you? Snubble, Snubble! And so you got surprised and growled at it, at which point the cup fell over. At the same time, what looked like a Pokemon appeared in an instant and said, my juice, huh? Snubble! And it bumped into you when it made a run for it. Snub! It was wet and cold, water again. Huh, interesting testimony. It's Frillish. Snubble's testimony was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wonder which Pokemon it is that it saw.
It's definitely worth looking into. Let's check with Gino. To the deck! To the deck! Frillish.
It's Frillish, it's Frillish, it's Frillish.
It is Frillish.
Frillish. Cream Frish. Oh, there's Gino.
What is it?
Oh, hello there, Tim. What's up?
Apparently that mask has been stolen.
Seems rather brash for someone to steal a stolen item. And who's the culprit?
I'm still investigating that.
You are? Oh, that's right, you're a detective, aren't you? Mr. Graham mentioned that to me.
How have you been spending today, Gino?
I've just been practicing on the deck since I left the lounge, although one of the Pokemon at the pool decided to play a prank and splash me with water, so I came up to the second floor to dry off.
Oh, that must have been a hassle.
Well, yes, but it was a great way to get some time to think.
I assume you're thinking about recipes?
That's right, the Henry Brothers recipe, to be precise, I've almost got it. If I succeed in recreating them, it'll gain the attention of every gourmet in the world.
Preposterous, that's the Thunderbit saying, you may have a deck, but do you have the heart of the cards?
I don't.
I've heard there's a recipe book with all their recipes in it.
You mean the Henry Brothers recipe book? If it existed, I wouldn't be going through all this trouble. The recipes are all lost, and it's said that no one will be able to ever to taste the Henry Brothers cuisine again. That's why recreating their recipes is so meaningful. It's becoming more and more like an interrogation. Do you think I'm the culprit?
Oh, no, it's not that.
Just so we're clear, I was on the deck ever since I left the lounge. You can ask around the downstairs if you'd like. I'm sure someone saw me get doused at the pool. I'm suspicious of Gino, but it seems like he hasn't been to the bridge. We should gather some testimony about Gino. Maybe the Pokemon at the pool know something.
Brion.
Meow!
Wait, one of your balloons popped and splashed a person with water when you were playing with the Lapras? What exactly happened?
Meow!
The balloon was empty, but when it popped, a Pokemon suddenly appeared from inside? And the person got splashed when the Pokemon fell into the pool. Wait, there was a Pokemon in an empty balloon? How is that possible?
Meow!
Tim! Help! Tim, I'm being abducted! Tim! Whew, that surprised me. Okay, I understand now.
Meow!
Right now, you obviously saw me in that balloon, but the one they're talking about was apparently completely empty, and the Pokemon that suddenly appeared in the balloon and fell into the pool, then ran off towards some person. That person must have been Geno, but what does it mean? Is it saying that there was a Pokemon inside even though the balloon looked empty? There's no way to explain that, unless it was an invisible Pokemon. Invisible? That's it! That Pokemon must be able to turn invisible, which means... it's Gengar.
An invisible Pokemon. Water drops at the bridge. Of course, I got it!
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
A bolt of brilliance! Tim, I figured it out!
The one who stole the mask from the bridge must be that invisible Pokemon. That Geno certainly has an interesting partner. Let's think about how they may have done it. How'd the mask disappear?
It's important we figure out how the invisible Pokemon...
Give us your cash! 500 bits from,
testimony that tells us when it got onto the bridge?
From Preposterous saying in the voice of a leek potato. A leek potato.
Why must you leave me? The world is so cruel. Oh dear.
Like the vegetable leak? Which testimony tells us when the room was infiltrated? Good!
That's it! The invisible Pokemon fell into the pool.
A leek potato.
It came in with a crew member.
I feel like a leek would have a higher pitched voice.
Why would you leave me? The world is so cruel.
Now we need to figure out how it stole the mask. After the mask disappeared, was there testimony that helps us figure out how?
It could disappear.
Somehow a drink disappeared. That must have been caused by the invisible Pokemon, too. I'll bet that anything that Pokemon puts in its mouth becomes invisible, which means the mask is in its mouth.
100 bits from Preposterous saying, for those who that forgot, I've been saying I can't spell. An invisible Pokemon hid it in its mouth. We know how the crime was committed. All we need to figure out exactly is which Pokemon the invisible Pokemon is. I wonder if it could be in Amelia's notes. Right, her hand-drawn Pokédex. Let's see if she'll let us have a look. To the lounge! Let's hurry to the lounge. Oh, you know what? We had an inkling of this before. Cause like, the Rattata couldn't get into the ship, remember? It said it was bumping into something that it couldn't see. So it might be Kecleon. Amelia, can we have a look at the hand-drawn Pokedex of yours? Of course, but why? We're close to solving the mystery of the suitcases. Hey, Tim, here it is. This must be the Pokemon we're after. Nailed it! Kecleon, sneaky and stealthy. You're right. I bet it's this Kecleon here. What about Kecleon? I don't know for sure, but I think it may have the mask. Let's see what it says about this Pokemon. It can become invisible, but it can't hide the zigzag pattern on its belly. It will reveal itself if it gets surprised. This could be useful. Tim, gather everyone! Still Gengar. It's still Gengar. Still Gengar. Still Gengar. I was hoping it wasn't Geno, but it's Geno.
I have solved the mystery.
Ha! I knew we could count on you, Tim. Please tell us who's behind this.
Right.
You got this. You know who did it.
Preposterous Thunderbit saying, Tim Force, assemble!
The one responsible for the missing item is a certain Pokemon.
Pokemon? But how? The captain assured us that he didn't see anything.
Right. Nothing suspicious entered or left the room. I'm afraid that you must be mistaken.
No, I'm not mistaken at all. I'll tell you exactly how it went down. This specific Pokemon can make itself invisible, so the captain didn't see it. It snuck into the room with the captain and Nosepass and committed the crime while they were distracted.
Then, what happened to my bag?
The culprit still has your bag too, and is here in this room as part of this group. And so is the mysterious Pokemon.
Tim, look carefully. You see it, right?
I'll tell you the culprit. You, Gino.
What? Is this a joke? I don't know any mysterious Pokemon. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, you do. It's Kecleon, and it's right beside you.
Boo.
Oh, the mask!
Is this some kind of joke? I don't know this Pokemon. And what is the mask doing here?
Still trying to play innocent, aren't you? Tell him what we know, Tim.
Gino, you boarded this ship for a reason. To achieve your goal, isn't that right?
I don't know what you mean. I came for a vacation, not to achieve a goal.
You sure about that? I think the reason you're here is for the secret auction.
A secret auction? What are you talking about?
Right here's the proof. A list of all the items offered. It has the Henri Brothers recipe book. Coincidence? This is what you really wanted, isn't it? Do you remember what you said earlier? You were close to recreating the recipes of the Henri Brothers? Recipes that were lost forever? That was a lie. You were counting on getting the recipe book, weren't you?
What was I supposed to do, huh? I ran out of ideas for new menus. I need to amaze my customers, and that's a lot of pressure, all right?
Gino, why? You were a genius chef. I never expected you to do something like this.
No matter how talented you are, you'll get rusty if you stop trying to improve. Back to washing dishes for you.
Surprise joining us with 100 bits saying, "It's a Gino!"
So Gino was the culprit, huh? Alright, I guess that case is closed.
Case closed! Good job, Detective Conan. We solved the case of the suitcase, but there's still more for us to do. We have to infiltrate the auction if we want to catch Keith.
I didn't expect there to be a secret auction on this ship.
I doubt I could get in, wearing a hoodie.
You know what? I'll go investigate. I brought a dress for conducting the interviews.
What? I can't let you go alone. It's too dangerous.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to getting scoops.
I don't know.
I wanna be where the auction is.
We could get past
I want to bid on some items.
Maybe my husband's jacket would work for you?
Some of them legal and some of them, what's the word? Not.
I'm happy to help you out.
That's so nice of you.
Lucky you, Tim.
Sorry for the wait. I'm ready to go.
Wow. Looking good, Amelia. Tim, look.
You look really great, Amelia.
Thanks, Tim. You look pretty sharp, too.
That's nice to hear, huh? The suit's more classy than you are, but hey.
Oh, you're a very handsome young man. Oh yes, Pikachu, this is for you.
Huh? What's that? Ooh.
Pikachu, a tie. Miss Rose, thank you so much.
We're all set. Now let's go capture Keith. And this, my friends, is where we're going to,
What's this? Mythical coffee. Did you see this? I'll bet it's good. I'll bet it's really good.
He really wants that coffee. This is where we're gonna end things for now. Thank y'all for joining me. We'll be back one day. One day we'll return to play more Detective Pikachu. That day, however, is not today. Thank you to everybody who joined me on this endeavor. But, as always, we must come to a close and find somebody to raid. Who to raid, though? Let's see. 100 bits for Professor Ness saying, have fun, Tom. I must really find your schedule. I don't have a schedule currently. I'm trying to make one. But currently it's a no. Well, I don't know how many of you guys like the show Reboot, but apparently they're playing it on Shout Factory TV on Twitch. We're gonna raid with... We're gonna confuse the hell out of him. We're gonna raid with Tim! Hey, Tim! And we're gonna raid the Jepson. So be sure to give him some of that communist love, and I will see you guys back here at some point in the future. Probably tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Could be tomorrow. I don't know. But I'll see you back at some point. Later! Mwah!